Hello, everybody. My name is Xavier McMahon. Today, my presentation will be on understanding climate change and technological solutions. The purpose of this presentation will be to explain the causes and effects of climate change and discuss technological solutions to mitigate its impact. Some background: climate change is a pressing environmental issue caused by human activity, particularly the excessive use of fossil fuels. You can see some key questions you might have. So, the greenhouse effect and its carbon cycle. Uh, the greenhouse effect is a natural process that regulates Earth's temperature, allowing life to thrive. It involves certain atmospheric gases interacting with solar radiation. Um, Going on to carbon dioxide, it's part of the carbon cycle, exchanging carbon atoms between the atmosphere, land, ocean, and living organisms. The cycle helps maintain Earth's carbon balance and regulates the planet's climate. The balance between CO2 emissions and absorption by natural sinks such as forests, oceans, vegetation, soil is crucial for stabilizing the carbon cycle and mitigating the impact of climate change. So, more on the greenhouse effect. The sun emits energy as sunlight, including visible light and UV radiation. The Earth's surface absorbs some sunlight while the rest is reflected in space. Greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, water, H2O, trap ongoing infrared radiation from the Earth's surface. This trapped heat warms the Earth's surface and lower atmospheres, creating a natural greenhouse effect that regulates the planet's temperature and makes it inhabitable for life. But however, excessive accumulation of greenhouse gases can lead to global warming. So here's how the carbon dioxide fits into the natural carbon cycle. Carbon dioxide is a natural part of the carbon cycle, released through natural processes like volcanoes and respiration, removed from the atmosphere through photosynthesis by plants and marine organisms, stored in ocean soils and rocks over geological timescales. Balance between CO2 emissions and natural sinks. Natural sinks, such as as we said, forest vegetations and all that, is stored in CO2. Human activities such as fossil fuels burning, deforestations have increased on CO2 emissions. Maintaining a balance is crucial for climate stability. Disruption of the carbon cycle. So the use of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gases disrupt the carbon cycle in several ways. As you can see, fossil fuels enhance greenhouse effects and deforestation. Just kind of to go over like burning fossil fuels. The combustion of fossil fuels releases large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This rapid emission of CO2 disrupts the natural carbon cycle, leading to an imbalance in the carbon levels. Yeah. Some ecological effects of climate change. Uh, Melting glaciers and polar ice, rising sea levels, shift in ecosystems and species distribution. So I'll just talk about melting glaciers. So melting glacier and polar ice. Rising global temperatures lead to melting glaciers and polar ice, contributing to losing vital freshwater resources. This impacts water availability for ecosystems, human communities, and agriculture, posing challenges to sustainable water management. If you look at these pictures over here, you see the rising sea levels. What it maybe look like. Statue of Liberty kind of just submerged. Uh, you can see at the underneath the melting glaciers. It's not as icy as it should be. So another example of ecological effect that I want to go over. So the Great Barrier Reef, situated off the coast of Australia, so it's a remarkable and diverse marine ecosystem. However, climate change has severely affected this reef, leading to widespread coral bleaching events. So coral bleaching is when corals expel the symbiotic algae in their tissues, causing them to turn white or pale. These symbiotic algae are vital as they provide corals with essential nutrients through photosynthesis and gives them their vibrant color. But when water temperatures become too warm due to the climate change, Corals become stressed and expel the algae, resulting in the bleaching. As you can see the pictures, the top one is a healthy, colorful coral, while the bottom is the pale bleached coral. There's other, effects such as ecosystem distribution, biodiversity loss, impacts on fisheries, coastal protection, loss of cultural and ecological heritage. Some human health concerns. I want to talk about just the heat wave characteristics in that you can see in the picture. I'm not going to go too over and just so increased frequencies and intensities of heat waves, more frequent and severe heat waves due to rising global temperatures, higher risk of heat-related illnesses such as heat exhaustion, heat stroke. There are other human health concerns that can arise: spread of infectious disease, reduced air quality, that kind of stuff. The role of technology in reducing greenhouse emissions. So there's renewable energy sources and energy efficiencies that I want to talk about. Renewable energy sources utilizing like wind, solar, hydro, geothermal, and biomass as sustainable energy options for minimal greenhouse emissions, shifting to renewable sources. Resilience on fossil fuels and mitigating carbon emissions. Energy efficiency, implementing advanced technologies across industries, buildings, and transportation to decrease energy consumption and greenhouse emissions, smart grids, energy efficient appliances, and green buildings designed to create a more sustainable energy future. The importance of renewable energies and energy efficiency. So, renewable energy sources and efficiencies are crucial for addressing climate change and prompting sustainability, transitioning from fossil fuels to renewables like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. Energy, greenhouse gas emissions, mitigating global warm's impact, implementing energy efficiency measures in industries, transportation, and buildings, optimizing resources use, minimizes energy waste, and helps protect the environment. You guys look at this picture, just some stuff, some example, some infographics. Kind of just summarize everything. As you can see, climate change is caused by human activity, primarily the use of fossil fuels, disrupting the natural carbon cycle and enhancing the greenhouse effect. This leads to global warming and various ecological consequences, including melting glaciers, rising sea levels, shift in ecosystems. Technological solutions like renewable energy sources and energy efficiencies are crucial for mitigating greenhouse gas emissions. Um, so, urgent actions at an individual and society level is necessary to address this pressing environmental issue. So, any questions you might have, feel free to just ask them in the discussion box, in the posted area, and I'll answer them. Anyways, that's my presentation. Thank you. Have a nice day.